glad to have you with us here on the National High School Showcase. It helps when you hit the Go Live button, Craig.
There you go.
Hey, buddy, right now, who's getting the ball first? Don't blink in blue, lights out in black.
They didn't even make a signal. They just asked and asked, and nobody said anything.
Shook hands. That's the best way to handle any situation. Well, we're glad we're live here at Hampton High School. We got 3 games here today. This is the class of 2027 here between the National High School Showcase, class of 2027. Don't blink and lights out. Once again, lights out in black. Don't blink in powdered blue. I'm Bo McMichael with Craig Chapman. We had a wonderful game last night. We'll have an opportunity to talk a little bit about that class of 2024. But today, 11 o'clock kickoff is class of 2027. At 1 o'clock, class of 2026. And for our wonderful finale, class of 2025 at 3 p.m. Keys to the game. What do you want to get out of an all-star game? Craig, go ahead, bud.
You want to make sure that everybody that is, these skill position guys, they all get a chance to shine. You want to make sure that you put your guys in a position so that their talents show out, and I thought they did a great job of last night. Also, you want to make sure that it's clean and well played, and you don't have any kind of problems, from an unsportsmanlike scenario. Plus, you'd like to get out of it completely healthy, and I think we were able to accomplish that last night. So, that's one of the things when you talk about keys to the actual game. Communication is going to be critical because you got all these guys coming from different spots, and they're playing together for the first time. They've had 2 practices, 2 one-hour practices at that. So you're jamming a lot of information into a short period of time.
Well, what do they do when they're not practicing? What does Football Hotbed do when they come together and bring this whole group of people in 4 different classifications? We're talking sophomores, juniors, seniors, and freshmen. Where else did they go this week?
Well, they went to Georgia Tech, or they started off at Georgia Tech. Then they went to Jacksonville State. So that's two spots right there, 2 bowl teams from the previous 2023 football season. So you got to do that. And then they have all kind of,
different classes, information sessions. It's very wonderful to watch how this has grown. We've been in McEachern is where it first began with us. We had an opportunity to go to Mount Perrin one year, Campbell High School one year, and we've actually now been on the south side of town here in Hampton, Georgia, Hampton High School. Once again, glad to have you with us. Got a whole crew on site. Looking forward to bringing you a little bit of action across the board and a little bit of fun. 10-minute quarters. Once again, reminder, it'll be a 10-minute halftime. No blitzing if you're on defense. And if you are on offense, no restrictions, live kicking games. So it should be a lot of fun. Sit back and enjoy it. Craig, I'm going to let you definitely have a little fun yourself calling the game. We will add other announcers here, but it looks like we have Lights Out receiving the ball today.
Yes, they are. They will
Don't
get it
Blink
first.
will be kicking off. And one thing that we really saw a lot, and so we have a measuring point. I love measuring points. Our measuring point right now is that 2024 team that we just saw, where they were hitting and scoring. Final score was 31-21. We do live game in stats, so we'll be able to bring that to you and say, hey, what's going on here and there. But, hey, it's 11:30 a.m. on a wonderful Monday. Happy January 15th, 2024. Let's get ready for this kickoff. Keys to the game overall, any thoughts other than be careful of injuries? What can we expect offensively first?
Well, I mean, you're going to try to do it. You're going to try to do, some basic concepts in the passing game. We said that last night that it was anything but that. It was a spread, tempo, check with me. It was really impressive, and you were going to have to worry about the center quarterback exchange, especially if it's a majority gun snap. And then, you got that the special teams being live. Like we said it last night. It's a scary time.
Yeah, when that actually breaks down and goes, it's always very interesting to see what can happen and how it actually plays out.
It'll be interesting to see how the kicking game this afternoon stacks up to last night's.
Well, the difference is we're talking about freshmen.
Oh, ball's out.
Yep.
And it's recovered at the 41-yard line right there. I mean, just a crazy way to start the game. Ball was recovered by number 42.
Wakes everybody up very quickly.
Yes. Everybody was like, hey. So lights out will take over. Don't blink will be in the defense. You don't have a set defense that you have to play. We saw a 4-3 last night and a 3-4. So it should be interesting to see what happens from this perspective. So we'll get our first look at the lights out offense.
I'm a fan of those britches. I'm just being honest with
you.
I like that lime, that neon yellow and the powder blue. Good combination. Temperature's nice. We're sitting in the upper 40s at this point.
When I got out of the car, it said 52 degrees.
Man, so yes, that is nice across the board. Here we go. Got doubles on both sides. Single back set.
Yeah, so we got doubles. Number 4 is the quarterback right here for lights out. Backs flanks to his left. Inside give. Nice cut. Going to take it up to about the 48-yard line right here. That'll bring up 2nd down and 3. Gain of 7. So you get a 7-yard gain on the first and right back on the ball.
Somebody likes the little hurry-up offense here.
Yeah, I'm a fan of the hurry-up offense.
I know. If not, we're going to sit on the line. If you're an offensive lineman, you're like, I got to sit in this stance for a good 25 seconds.
So same look, just move the back. Give it off again on the left-hand side. Nice cut again. Number 5 on the carry. He's going to pick up the first down. And two carries, 2 nice runs. Great job by the front, getting a great push right there. And they are just, I mean, it's impressive to watch the way they have set this up this weekend so far.
It definitely feels like a skill level of getting everything done from a practice and making sure that they're aware of what they're supposed to be doing on that end.
Yes, sir. That's exactly correct. Back shifts to the pistol. Inside trap right here. Split them down the middle of the field. Got a gain of about 8. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 2.
Talk to me how you like this run play right here on this replay.
Yeah,
good blocking up front.
It's straight downhill. It's just, you really have to block one person. That inside 3 technique, you get them sealed, get that Mike linebacker shielded, and you got to play. So 2nd and 2, ball is at the 35-yard line. Looks like a lot of the same concepts we saw last night. Going to drop. Scrambles out to his right. Going to throw the wheel route. Got a man wide open, just overthrows him. Pass intended right there for number 12. That's Virgil Lemons from St. Thomas Aquinas High School in Florida. Pass was incomplete, so it'll bring up 3rd down and 2.
Love to acknowledge the people on site. Joey Russo, our producer. Dorian Johnson, press box filmer. Raven Buchanan, end zone filmer. Bobby Bryant, ground filmer. And our drone filmer brought to you by Robert Reed.
Landon Holly, the quarterback for Lights Out from Wesley Chapel High School in Florida. We've got people from Connecticut, South Carolina, Arizona. Okay.
Get your miles in.
That's what I'm talking about.
You're able to travel. It's always wonderful.
So 3rd and 2 trips. Handoff for number 5 right there. He's going to take it up, going to gain the first down. That's Quentin Robinson from Pike Road High School in Alabama. Bring up 1st and 10 now. Ball is at the 27-yard line. And it's impressive to watch how these guys, function in this offense when they've been there for, you've had 2 hours worth of practice. Now the classroom time is probably pretty, significant. Rolling at the 20, cuts it back at the 15. Going to take it down to about the 10-yard line, and it'll be 1st and 10, or 1st and goal at the 10-yard line. And we have entered the score 58 orange zone for the first time today. First drive, first orange zone visit. I'll take that. Holly in the gun. Robinson to his left, shifts to his right. It's like trips to the right-hand side of the formation. There's the inside give. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 3 right there. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 13.
With that glare, how well are you able to see the scoreboard?
I got the clock started late, so when we get a dead ball, I'll fix it.
Yeah,
We're down to about
they're moving so fast on you,
5:36.
Is
that 5:36?
They're moving fast on you, so I was wondering about that on that end.
Yeah.
Yeah, good times.
So 2nd and goal from the 13 right here. Trips to Holly's right. Robinson to his left. Holly's going to try to throw the slant right here, and it's going to be incomplete.
One thing that we saw in the first game is a lot of penalties towards the end of the game right here. Would you consider this to be defensive pass interference right here, or just good defensive back play?
Well, I mean, if you wanted to be technical, he grabbed a hold of the back of the jersey.
I know.
But
you're the OC in many worlds that I live in, so that's why I asked that in that sense. So I always like to see the play of where Whitecap is thinking and where the stripes are going in that situation.
The good thing that he did was he didn't reach up to the shoulder.
No,
he got it at the small of the back, so it's hard to see that.
He was making sure he had something on his jersey, just knocking it off.
Yep.
Just knocking that stuff off his jersey on that part, so it's okay.
Looks like they're running the clock. So 3rd and goal. Holly's going to scramble out to his left. Takes it back to his right.
He's looking.
Breaks containment. Going to throw it back into the middle of the end zone, and that's going to be picked off. And it'll be taken up the sideline to about the 5-yard line. And we will have a change in possession. And we saw that a little bit last night, too.
We did, and you look at it, and throwing across is difficult. All by itself. When you're going to see this, and they're getting a chance to roll it over here right now, and we'll get a chance to watch it right here. Talk to me a little bit about, from this replay perspective, what was he seeing? I mean, he was seeing the player in the back of the end zone, correct?
Yeah,
he's rolling his shoulders.
Once he gets outside and breaks containment right here, he sees the receiver in the top right-hand corner try to come back across, and he's open. Right. Unfortunately, everybody's running across with you
and watching your eyes in the process.
And you're that receiver, although he's running to an open spot, he's running back to where everybody's running from.
Well, that's definitely understandable. All right, possession change as we go. Don't blink up on the offense for the first time of the day.
And Kai Moore from Norland High School in Florida starts out and throws a little hitch right out to the sideline. He's going to bring up that's a gain of 12 and a first down. And the ball was complete to number 25, Sawyer Talbot from Northside High School in Georgia. Got a little experience with them. So we're rolling right now. There's 2:43 and counting in the first quarter. So this game is flying.
We'll get that clock set here in a minute for those people that are watching. I know you're moving fast, man.
I'm trying.
You're multitasking, buddy. I appreciate it.
Empty look, motion back to a double set. Inside give. Ooh, the handoff there was a little bit high. Going to be a gain of 3. Bring up 2nd down and 7. I like it that the PA announcer and I are on the same wavelength.
Y'all are on. I feel like you're twins here. It's like an echo in the room. Maybe not, but the PA is definitely on point. And some could say the same thing about Craig Chapman being on point on this part.
I don't know about all that.
Buddy,
It's already been a long morning.
You got up early, man. You got up early. Already did basketball practice down here, enjoying 3 football games out of Hampton High School, the National High School Showcase, brought to you by Football Hotbed. Hashtag it's a hotbed world.
I've had the nice opportunity to play a game at Hampton High School. It's a great place to play. Nice turf. Here comes the jet, and it is swallowed up.
Man, big number 65 took care of that.
Jake Hildebrand from Basha High School in Arizona. That will bring up 3rd down and 9 after the loss of 2. I mean, Arizona, he's probably thinking, why did I come to Georgia?
Oh, no. He's definitely not thinking that. He's like, man, I'm in Georgia. This is nice, man. I've been on the West Coast the whole time, man. That's good.
So it's third and 7. They said he got back to the line of scrimmage. Okay, I'll go with that. So bunch look to the right here for don't blink. Moore in the gun. He's going to take the snap, drop. Oh, he's going deep down the middle of the field.
He's trying to connect.
It's going to be intercepted right there by number 40.
In the world I live in, that could be a long punt.
Yeah, that's Ryan James Buckley from Ellington High School in Connecticut. You tell us something about Connecticut, Bo?
The answer is no, it's cold. I'm a Vermonter from Trait. I do enjoy some good cheese and leaf changing in that part, being out of Vermont, and enjoy some Maine. But Connecticut, I had a chance to tell some jokes there and enjoyed traveling through that. Have you been to Rhode Island?
No.
We got to get you to Rhode Island, man, on that part. Here we go. Change over on downs.
1st and 10. Lights out, goes back to work. Inside give. That's number 5 again. That's Robinson. Robinson will gain 6. They'll bring up 2nd down and 4, and we'll move to the 2nd quarter. And like I said, we're playing at light speed here. So at the end of 1, lights out, nothing. Don't blink, nothing, but it's been a fun first half, or fun first quarter. I shouldn't say first half, first quarter.
Mean, that first half, I mean, you look at how fast that thing was moving. It was definitely moving across the board here very quickly. Once again, nice, pretty shot here. Start of the 2nd quarter. What have you liked about both offensives to begin with? I mean, we've had 2 turnovers, but they feel like one was kind of maybe an ill-advised throw, but I understood what he was looking at. The other one was a deep ball going for it.
I mean, he's taking the shot. It was 3rd and 7, and it worked out like you said. Just it ended up being a de facto punt. He had his guy running open to the post. He was just a little bit underthrown.
Definitely understand that. So we're getting ready for the 2nd quarter of play. Let's have a little bit of action, and away we go.
So we're going to make that long walk of 2 yards to flip the field. Lights out will have it 2nd down and 6. Or excuse me, 2nd down and 4 after the gain of 6 right there. Robinson's had a nice first quarter carrying the ball. Number 42 is now in at quarterback. That's Gary Chapman from Brookwood High School in Georgia. We are getting some on-the-field coaching points headed out to the receiver over there. That's number 8, Keandre Wright from Swanesboro High School in North Carolina.
I was liking to show things in slow motion to give everybody the intensity.
Yes, I understand.
We're actually going to be 13-minute quarter for this 2nd quarter. So I'll give you a heads up on that one. Got that information from on site here at Hampton High School.
So bubble screen out. They're going to mark him just short. So the ball will be at the 44-yard line right here. They're going to run the clock. They give him a 1st down on that. Pass was completed to number 12, Virgil Lemons from St. Thomas Aquinas High School. Inside handoff again. Gain of about 1 right there. That was Robinson again on the inside carry. And Don't Blink has done a nice job right here of kind of being able to set the edge on these running plays after that first drive and have been able to limit the last couple of carries. So 2nd and 10, it looks like they marked him at the line of scrimmage. Got trips to the right of Buckley right here. Excuse me, not Buckley, Chapman right here. Hard to forget that.
It's not like it's your last name,
no,
sir.
I mean, no.
That's a great tackle by number 44. Don't Blink.
Number 40, that's Tyler Gendall from Legion Collegiate Academy from South Carolina. Loss of 5 will bring up 3rd down and 15.
Once again, this drive started based on this interception.
Yep. And we got 3rd down and long right here, so I would look for something, either a seam route right here, trying to attack the middle of the field, or if last night holds any, if there's anything from last night, it'll be a tunnel screen. There's the snap. Trying to get down the middle of the field, escapes the pressure. Chapman fires it out in the flat. It's caught up to the 39-yard line, or they're going to run him out of bounds at the 40. So it will end up being 4th down right here and about 7. So make a decision right here. Are they going to go for this?
What do you like here? I mean, and it looks like they're going to go for it. From a play calling perspective, Whitecap might even say it's a timeout.
I think they're just stopping the clock because he went out of bounds.
Right. We had Hampton High School calling us, hey, man, they ran that clock the whole time, never stopped it.
Yeah.
We're like, we know. We were trying to breathe through it on that part. Second quarter here live in the first game of 3 this afternoon at Hampton High School, National High School Showcase. We'll be live on Facebook and YouTube all day. Sit back and enjoy a little bit of football.
Going to take it and throw, try to hit the seam.
Oh, that's pretty.
Right down there, and it is caught by number 12. That's Virgil Lemons. Pass thrown by Landon Holly. It will be a first down, and lights out is back in the score 58 orange zone again. 2 drives, 2 orange zone visits. So now Holly back in the game with Robinson flanked to his left, Trips to his right. First down and 10, ball's at the 18.
For 2 teams that have not scored yet, it feels very intense.
Yeah, it's pretty.
For a freshman class of 2027, I can't even imagine 2027 at this point.
Holly rolling to his
Here
right.
he goes again.
Going to keep it. Going to cut it back. Going to slide. Going to slip past the tackle, get down to the 6. It'll be first and goal at the 6 right here.
How do you like this receiver right there?
Comes back. He does a good job of not getting the blindside block.
Right, or the behind the back block on that part. Look like we're going to have a timeout finally.
Yes. And, you know, that's one of those things with the new rules in. You got to be really, really, really smart about how you peel back block now. And, you know, you can get away with blocking like that, but you have to do it, you know, with your hands first. And it's one of those things that it's hard to, you know, being an old football coach now, not the new football coach, being an old football coach now, you see that block and you're thinking, you know, decleater, and now you can't do it that way. You got to, you know, kind of shield the guy off and trying to do it for the safety of the players. And I think that the game is going in the right way for that, because there have been some brutal blocks on punt returns and interception returns that we've seen.
Well, I feel like they're much aware of it being taught and being able to go through that and saying, okay, this is the proper way to be able to make a tackle, but also get a good block and not being a crackback block.
And I can tell you from experience that we taught this. We went through practice. We went through a whole period of practice every day in the summer teaching you how to do this, teaching our players how to do this. And the first time it happened in the game, you know what happened?
What's that?
Oh, my word, there were flags everywhere, because the guy saw it, his eyes lit up. He said, you know what, I'm fixing to do what I used to do, and I'm going to knock this guy into another galaxy. And it knocked our offensive drive into another galaxy as well. So first and goal at the 6 right here. Holly with Robinson to his left, Trips to the left. Holly's going to take it, try to throw the fade. Oh, man, almost a great catch by Brock Morgan from Cardinal Mooney Catholic High School in Florida. Almost got the one-handed moss right there.
Yeah, we would have had to send that into ESPN if it had been able to pull that off. I mean, over on top of the helmet.
Yes, I mean, that was almost a spectacular
And you got to love where don't
play.
blink. It's just like my hands are up.
Yep, I'm not doing anything.
I'm not face guarding. Everything's good. Nothing to see here, sir.
That brings up second and goal from the 6. Chapman back in the game at quarterback. Robinson flanks to him left. Lights out. We got a tight end in the game to the left. That screams we're going to fake it and throw the ball to the tight end. No, they're just going to hand it to Robinson. He's going to try to bounce it, and he will lose.
Great tackle.
Golly.
48, no 40.
Number 40 again.
Goodness gracious.
That's Gindolf. And he's had a heck of a drive right here. A couple of tackles for a loss.
You talking about 40?
Yes, sir.
No, yeah, you're right. That was my bad.
There's two 40s.
I know, I understand that. Yeah, you're good. DB and LB.
Yeah, got to be on your toes with these rosters.
I tell you, buddy. Legion Collegiate Academy. Legion Collegiate Academy, man.
Say that fast.
I tell you one thing, the cheerleaders got some rough.
Chapman keeps it.
Pulls it and goes.
He's going to try to make a cut at the 5, and he is tackled right there. Number 15 on the tackle. That's Max Reed from West Boca High School in Florida. Chapman on the zone read, gets it down to the 5. It'll be 4th and goal from the 5, and you can already hear the coaching staff on lights out saying, go for it, go for it, go for it.
We didn't come here to kick field goals, especially if the gentleman's not from Forest Park here.
Mr. Cabrera is not here. We're not kicking a field goal.
Right.
So tight end trips to the left, Robinson to the left, Holly's back in the game. So, you know, you hear him changing the play, and that's pretty impressive. Holly's going to take it. Going to scramble out to his left. He needs to, doing his best Johnny Manziel impersonation right here. There's your block. Oh, touchdown. Pass complete to number 42. That's Brock Morgan. Is there a flag on the play?
Oh, definitely. Based on that much running around, you would almost think that there would be some form of flag. Let's see what the call is.
So we're going to see. There it is. The illegal blindside block. That'll be a 15-yard penalty. So it's going to be 4th and goal now. And this is going to be a 15-yard penalty. So this is going to be throw it to the end zone, fellas.
Hey, you kind of got to do one that's on light. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to protect, I guess, man.
And that was just what we were talking about, Coach. Just what we were talking about on the blindside block right there. So it'll be 4th and goal from about the 20-yard line right here.
And then again, you still want to feel like you can go for it here. And a lot of that happens when you're running around like that. And that's okay. To me, I go with the, you don't want to see, especially when they're that much hustling across the board. Not too, I mean, the amount of players on each team are averaging roughly 19 players. So everybody's playing both ways.
Yep. So I'm throwing the ball to 42 right here in the right corner of the end zone and having him go up and try to catch it over the top. Again. 4th and goal, trips to the left of Holly. Robinson sitting to his left. Looks like Lemons has a play that he wants. Flips Robinson to his right. He'll take it and drop. He'll run around again. He's going to fire it to the right corner of the end zone. It's going to be caught down at the 2. That's a great catch right there, again by Brock Morgan. But they'll spot him down at the 1.
I mean, he was able to reach up, grab it, but I will hats off to Don't Blink, knowing where the end zone is.
Exactly.
To be able to set your players up in that situation. That, I mean, you talk about ball awareness, and I mean, okay, all right, I will just go on our own history. Auburn Tigers, okay, know your area. Granted, it wasn't 4th down and what was it, 38?
4th and 31.
4th and 31. But in this situation right here, I felt like the players knew ball awareness and where that line was, and making sure that no matter what, we were not going to let him get into the end zone. Let's go ahead. We get a chance. We're gonna watch this play here unfold. The answer is I always like to think I'm going to watch that play unfold. Now, right this second, I'm not. You know, it's good old-fashioned, hey, I think I can pull this off. No, I can't. It's all right. I'm learning. So, oh, there we go. There we go. All right, let's take a look.
All right, so You see Holly, he scrambles, and instead of running out, he just sits right back.
You know he's got to get into the end zone.
Yeah.
It's a fourth call. And good throw, sets the pocket.
Well, he gives his receiver a chance, and he allows him to go up. Right there, if he could have gotten his right arm away from number 15, Max Reed from West Boca, that's probably a touchdown.
But to be able to stop that, hands down on both defensive backs,
Yep.
right? He's a big guy. Drink of water is drink of water. You know, it's good in that situation.
Now the thing is that
You've started both inside your 5.
Yeah, and I don't know how many times in this these 2 practices that you said, hey, if we get the ball on our own 1,
right,
this is what's going to happen.
And we got a 95-play drive intact right here. 7 minutes on the clock here. Glad to have everybody with us at Hampton High School. 3 games today, 11-1 and 3. 7 minutes on the clock here for first half. Stay with us at halftime. We're going to talk about a little bit players of the past here and spotlight 2 major players that have been a part of football hotbed and the National High School Showcase.
Brady Cottingham in at quarterback for Don't Blink from Gary Collegiate High School in South Carolina. And they have him in an empty backfield, and he'll take the snap. He's going to fire the hitch out, and it's just high. So it'll bring up 2nd down and 10 from their own 1. And with them not being able to blitz, I kind of like that.
And you're not, I mean, realistically, offensive, I mean, to me, the pluses and minuses of the not blitzing, you're going to sit more people out there.
Yeah.
From a protection, not a protection, but in the secondary, running coverages.
Yeah, and so you just put 5 in a route. They dropped 7.
Yep.
And one thing right here you don't want, like, if you look at them right here, look how deep the safeties are right here.
Easily 15 yards. We got 20 yards on the top right.
I'm telling you right now.
You're trying to tunnel screen right now.
No, I'm not even tunnel screen. I'm just throwing it to the slot who's uncovered right here. I'm just throwing it to number 2 out there. Drops, steps up. He's going to get sacked.
Yep, and that's our first points of the game, ladies and gentlemen.
That was Cottingham. Dropped. Right tackle just got beat. And I don't know what the penalty is unless they called it a face mask.
Let's see what happens.
Yep, I think that's what they called.
Yep.
So there will be no points. They're going to get a face mask.
And that's going to be a 15-yarder.
Yeah. So it'll be a 15-yard penalty. It'll be a first down. And
I consider that getting hit by a pitch in baseball. They took one for the team right there, ladies and gentlemen. That's the way I look at it. You know, I mean, that's 15 yards. Somebody looked at him and said, hey, worst case scenario, your head's going to get ripped off, but you got 15 yards. Let's rock and roll. Congratulations on getting a first down and getting out of the back end of your end zone. Nothing worse as a offensive lineman growing up when you're sitting there going, I really don't want to see what my end zone looks like on my heels.
Absolutely not.
That is, I'd much rather see what it looks like on my toes than my heels.
Cottingham in the gun again. Empty set for Don't Blink. 3 to the right, 2 to the left. Cottingham takes it, going to fire it out. And it's going to be dropped. Had a chance to throw the hitch again. Pass intended for number 25, Sawyer Talbot from Northside High School. 2nd and 10, ball's at the 16-yard line. But the impressive part about this is that, you know, Don't Blink and Lights Out just get in there and run their offense. And they haven't changed anything, you know, due to field position or any of that stuff. They've got a plan. They're sticking to it. And the kids are executing it, which is impressive. So some personnel changes right here for Don't Blink. Trip set. Cottingham will be in the gun. His running back flank to his right. Ball still at the 16-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Go down.
Cottingham takes the snap, fakes the inside give, throws the throws the bubble screen, tipped right into the hands of number 8, Keandre Wright.
Great play.
He'll get the interception and he'll get the touchdown. So there was a penalty. It was an illegal formation, and it will be a touchdown on the interception return. Our second interception return of this weekend's National High School Showcase, our third. We had a 55-yard return and then a 82-yard return last night.
There we go. Take an idea right here of the nice little tip ball, double tip.
Yeah, and he's going to come. He's going to make the play anyway.
Right.
I mean,
he's going to make the tackle.
Yeah. So Wright he had beaten the block on the outside. He was going to make the tackle on the bubble screen one way or the other. He just gets the extra love with the tip ball right into his hands for the easy touchdown, and a 6-0 lead right here for Lights Out, and they're going for 2. So Holly in the gun. Aiden Coates in the pistol behind him. So tight end trips to the left. Inside give. Nice cut right there. Trying to spin into the end zone, and he will be stopped at the 1-yard line right there.
I like both of these defenses. They'll shall not pass, Lord of the Rings theory. It's not happening. Yeah, I mean, they are wrapping up and driving their feet, not allowing the offensive player to give any type of push into the end zone.
I think that play was made by number 40, Kamari Dorsey from Hampton High School here in Hampton, Georgia. Played on his home field. Gets to stop on the 2-point conversion, and it's 6-0 with 6:36 to go here in the second quarter of this class of 2027 National High School Showcase from Football Hotbed.
Hashtag it's a Hotbed World, live from Hampton, Georgia. Home of the Hornets. I'll get that out. Whew. That was going sideways quick, people. Everybody just took a deep breath here in the office.
Not going to lie, my eyebrows went up a little bit like,
hey, man, we'll wait for another hour until 79 shows up, and then we'll all argue that, okay? Goodness gracious.
So, Lights Out to kick off right here. This will be the first time they've kicked today. We saw Don't Blink deferred, so Lights Out received. So,
I mean, you always think, when you think all-star games, the one thing that really never comes to mind is the kicking game, in my opinion. And hats off to Football Hotbed for saying, hey, we're going to do kicking. And a lot of times we go, this is just not live kicking, because sometimes it's very hard to teach that, first of all, and then also bring a kicker in. And all that plays into it right now. We'll see how this one, we know how the first one went. It was a little ricochet.
It was interesting. That's ball, it'll be the same thing. It's caught.
Right on about the 37-yard line.
Wow.
Wrapped him up.
Number 40 right there for Lights Out.
You're going to see this right here.
I mean, he just comes down and makes the play. I mean, just first one to the ball, and it's over and done with immediately. And I don't know if that's Aiden Coates or if that's Ryan James Buckley. I think that's Coates, though. So 1st and 10 right here for Don't Blink. Ball is at the 35-yard line. We're having or 36-yard line. We're having an official discussion, and it looked like he was making the wind the clock gesture, like this quarter's taking way too long. The first quarter took 7 minutes.
We're fine. I understand. Everybody's got we got a window. We got 10 minutes at halftime. Stay with us. We will come back with roughly about 3 minutes left. Go over stats. Go over some key plays. Talk about some players of the past. So make sure you stay with us. We will take a break of about 4 minutes. Get ourselves all situated. Do what human beings do best, and take a breather. Back to action we go.
Inside give right here. Ooh, nice hole right there. Going to run it up to the 40-yard line. Gain of 4, bring up second down to 6. Ball carried by number 20, Angelo Smith from Chaminade Madonna High School in Florida.
Yeah, that's why I bring you in and get the big bucks, buddy. I looked at that and I'm like, yep, nope. I said I want to talk about how well he was running that ball. And, I mean, you talk about how he handled the ball with two hands. That wasn't coming out. Didn't matter how hard you got popped.
So more in the gun. Gives it again. Nice cut right there. Gains a yard. That was a really nice run right there for it to be just a 1 yard gain. But it's going to bring up 3rd down and 5. Ball's at the 41 yard line. And this is a huge 3rd down conversion right here for Don't Blink. You got Kyle Moore from Norland High School in Miami. Almost had the chance to play them 1 year. Not sure if that would have been a good thing or a bad thing.
Number 65, 4, lights out, is a big drink of water. He plays tackle on offense, but D nose-wise, I mean, he is lined up over that center and guard and saying, hey, let's have some fun.
Yep.
And when you can put your arm down and you don't have any, and you got a flat back, that's awesome. Oh,
nice
wide
job.
open. Nice.
Nice move right there. Another nice move. All the way down to about the 42 yard line. Wish I could see the number. Can't see who it is. But that was a nice completion for the 1st down. That was number 90 or 84, Samaje Anderson from Marietta High School. Should have known the helmet. So 1st and 10, ball is at the 41 yard line. Ooh, hello. Helmet's off. Play is over. Moore was sacked right there. And I think it was your guy, Bo.
Yeah, number 65.
Number 65.
Take a look at this little last play here. I want to just talk about the elusiveness of this receiver. To catch it wide open, first of all, to catch it, not think about running before he caught it because he was wide open.
Yeah,
he missed 3 people miss.
Yeah. Anderson has some elusive attributes with the ball in his hand.
Stuff that I don't have. I have no elusive, no attributes on my part. So I'm talking about a phone booth somebody's going to get me, okay? I mean, and I say that as in people don't know what a phone booth is.
That is true.
Hey, there are gigantic hornets here at Hampton High School. Don't be worried about the buzzing sound. Good old-fashioned Robert Reed on the drone giving us a nice angle view that Maya Barrett adores.
So it'll be 2nd down and 17 from the 48 yard line.
Winding the clock and away we go.
So you get to call timeout, but after you call timeout, the clock runs.
They're very clear. We're going to go 13-minute 2nd quarter, running clock 1st quarter, mad chaos, dogs and cats living together. Here we go.
Pass right down the, trying to hit the seam route.
And it was
right
there.
It was.
Just the ball was not. The player was.
Tried to go to Ryan Mathis from Hialeah High School in Florida. That was Brady Cottingham on the throw. I'll get it out here in a second. So 3rd down and 18 now. Ball still at the 48 yard line. And I would go back to the same play. They're so deep in the secondary right here. Get yourself a chance. Got Moore back in at quarterback. Moore steps up, tried to scramble out, and it's that guy again. Number 65 for lights out. That's Jake Hildebrand from Basha High School in Arizona.
I'm going to do my research at halftime. I'm going to give you some more information about him. We're going to find his huddle.
Because
okay. I like
right
him.
now he's made 2 great tackles, or he's had 2 tackles for a loss and 2 sacks.
He has gotten my attention. We will dig in and figure some things out. So you get some attention here. We're going to have a little fun. Oh, man, he just came up. Goodness gracious.
Look at that.
Yeah, yep. Good times.
So now they're going to go for this.
6'6", 285, Craig.
6'6", 285,
yes.
Going to be a rising sophomore. I'll take that.
Yeah, I bet you will.
Moore going deep down the right sideline and just overthrows the intended receiver.
You talk about players that are able to come here on Football Hotbed, and hats off. I'll get his highlight up here so we can view it. Would you like to do that here?
Absolutely.
I know you would, man. You're drooling on that one. I gave you 6'6". I mean, he looks tall for a freshman. Could you imagine the coach that watched him walk into the school? And not that everybody else doesn't be talked about. We're just talking about people that come up in our minds here, so it's always fun. So if we're not talking about your son on this part or your daughter, don't hate, participate. Let's get some throwing out there, man. It's a very fun game to watch. One of the stars that existed here on Football Hotbed is J.J. McCarthy. Craig, who is J.J. McCarthy?
Well, as of up until yesterday, he was the quarterback for the national champion Michigan Wolverines, and then yesterday he declared for the NFL draft.
All right. And we watched him at McEachern.
We certainly did.
And we have some highlights that we will share with y'all. I mean, they're just amazing across that. Also, Jeremiah Smith, we'll give you some information about him as well. Some key names that we've seen through this National High School Showcase. And always wondering where they are now, and things to go in that direction is always fun. Absolutely.
So if your light's out, do you come back and throw the ball right here to Brock Morgan again? Because he's almost had the one-handed catch in the end zone. Then he had the catch down to the 1-yard line that, ended the last drive. But he's been a handful for Don't Blink's defense. And right now you got 1st and 10. There's 3 minutes and counting. Ball's at the 50-yard line. There's the inside give. Nice cut. Nice cut again. 40, 35, down inside the 30, 25.
He keeps going.
Cuts it back at the 20, 15, down to the 14-yard line. And that's Aiden Coach right there. Coach also had the tackle. He had the tackle on the kickoff return as well. So it'll be 1st and 10, balls at the 14. Lights out, back in the score, 58 orange zone. 3 drives, 3 trips. That works pretty good. Holly in the gun. Coach to his left. Trips funked out to his left. Got Morgan down to his right. Flips Coach to his right. They're going to hand it to Coach again. He gets up in the hole.
Flag on the play.
Runs away from it. Ball's out.
Oh, the ball is definitely out. No.
Yeah, you can say he was down.
No,
but
he
was
wasn't
not
down. He wasn't down. He wasn't down. All right. There was a lot of stuff going on in that play.
There is a penalty marker on the field, so we're probably going to get a hold right here. It was a loss of 1.
All right, well, they're going to call holding. They're going to call a timeout. All right, Mr. Chapman, let's watch this play, because I've got this whole instant replay thing in my back pocket right now. Okay?
Well, that's good.
Buddy, it took me a whole time of having old Terry just smile at me half the time. So, all right, let's pay a little attention to this and see what happens.
So there's the give. You can see the hold right there. Then he breaks free from this tackle, and as he's trying to spin away, right here the ball is punched out.
I mean, they got it back.
Yeah,
so,
they did.
Yeah.
That's a nice job of coming in to clean that up. That's the safety from Hampton, Kamari Dorsey. And, he does a good job of coming in there and punching the football out. He doesn't get credit for it because they marked the running back down, but just a nice play.
Right. Definitely see on that part. Well, I'll have a little fun at halftime looking at some of these players, especially when the ones, just looking at the roster right now, you had a chance to talk about it. And we'll have halftime stats. Because that first quarter was so quick, I wasn't willing to put up the stats for the first quarter because it happened. It was a total of 51 yards on one side, 15 yards on the other. So let's get the whole half, and we'll throw up some of this. But what players from Don't Blink in blue really has stepped out in your head right now for you?
Well, for Don't Blink, you've had, Kai Moore, the quarterback, who throws a nice ball. Angelo Smith from Chaminade-Banana High School. You've also had Tyler Gendolf from Legion Collegiate Academy in South Carolina. And Samaji Anderson from Marietta High School in Georgia.
All right, we'll have a chance to talk a little bit about lights out here next. I'll tell you one thing, Lights Out gets in here and gets another score. It's kind of put a little spacing between.
Yes, it will.
See what kind of adjustments they make at halftime.
Oh, that's a lateral ball.
It's live
that
ball.
Ball is still down, and it will be all the way back to the 40, and so it will be 3rd down and forever.
All right, who do you like for Lights Out right now?
All right, so
Who's
Lights
really
Out
stepped out in your brain?
I think Quentin Robinson has shown a lot, but also Aiden Coates with that last run where he took it down inside the 20-yard line showed great quickness and agility. Number 42, the wide receiver Brock Morgan from Cardinal Mooney Catholic High School has had a nice half. Also, of course, Jake Hildebrand from Basha High School in Arizona.
All right, well, we'll do our research at halftime, get some more information about all these players here on Don't Blink and Lights Out here at the National High School Showcase. We got these rosters right at game time because they hand out the jerseys right then, mainly because sometimes some people don't show up. So, hey, might as well get the jerseys for the ones that are there. Deep pass.
Oh, hello,
Yes,
one-handed interception.
Yep.
35, cuts it outside of the 40, doesn't get away from the tackle, right? Ball is intercepted by number 11, Javion Francois from St. Thomas Aquinas High School in Florida, and that was a great play. I mean, the one-handed just go up, I'll take that, and keep on running. So with 1:15 to go in the half, Don't Blink gets the stop that they needed, and it may have been aided a little bit by a backwards pass that went awry, but they've got 1:15.
Go ahead, man. You can make that noise again.
Huh?
Right there.
Huh?
Grab.
Whoop.
Yes.
There it is. I mean, it
Yep.
was.
He said, no, that's my ball. I'm
and
taking
then
that
he
back
just
with me
stayed-
right
and
now.
I was hoping he was going to cut to the middle of the field right there.
But what I was more impressed was his spinning of the ball. A two-head spinner. I've not seen that in quite a while. Based on the courts, I mean, you don't allow a two-handed spinner in many ways. I mean, that was amazing. I'm going to go outside and work on that tonight. I mean, mine was always a one-hand. I mean, he said, nope, I'm going to make a little fire right now. And that man's a Boy Scout. Oh, ball's on the ground.
Cottingham picks up the snap, gets it out. Oh, nice job of getting to the outside, getting to the edge, going to pick up the first down and get out of bounds. Pass complete to number 15, Ryan Mathis from Hialeah High School in Florida. They got a chance to get this thing down here and score.
They're definitely pushing it.
57.7 seconds left to go in the first half. Ball is at the 44-yard line of Lights Out. Cottingham, the clock rolls again. So you better have something ready to go because
That clock's under 40.
Cottingham takes it, going to fire outside. Pass is intercepted down the sideline, 40, 35, 30. That's a touchdown. 15, 10, 5, touchdown. Number 40, Aiden Coates from South Carolina.
Great job.
He just gets the tip ball. That's two touchdowns on 2 tip drills.
Now, they got 2 40s. Would that be the linebacker?
Well, all I'm saying is
Because there's 2 40s on Lights Out.
yeah, and only thing I'm basing that on is that he also is listed as a running back.
Yep.
And so he got
Well, there's also a linebacker, Ryan James Buckley from Connecticut.
yeah, and
So,
I was trying to see if because
we'll
the
give
guy with
information. We'll give him proper props here in a minute.
guy with the same helmet carried the ball, so that's where I was basing
That's
that
what
on.
you're doing. I like that.
Trying to put 2 and 2 together and come up with 4 and not 22.
No, I usually do 7.
Oh, there you
It's
go.
usually a good solid number. Been playing the Mega Lottery or the Powerball.
Yeah,
Got my first number pulled the other day.
really.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't win anything. I just got one number. But I've been playing it since the first of the year.
Hold on. When the number got pulled, did you go, hey?
It was 58. I was excited. I don't care anybody else didn't get a number. 58 got the number. I'm like, looked at it this morning. I'm like, hey, big money, big winner. Here we go.
All right, so Holly in the gun right here. Quentin Robinson flanks him to the right. Doubles look, I believe, for Lights Out. Up 12-0. Holly's going to take it. He's going to spin around a couple of times.
Got a flag out there.
Gets away from it, fires it into the end zone, and it's caught by number 8, Keandre Wright, who had the first interception return for a touchdown. And that is a defensive penalty, and the 2-point conversion is good. So after Wright's 2-point conversion catch, Team lights out. It's up 14-0 on Don't Blink with 42 seconds left to go here in the first half. Somebody just told somebody they're the only quarterback. That is not a good statement to hear.
No, it was Coach making that comment right there.
You are the only quarterback. Coach, don't say that.
That's when Jack Napier grabs your shoulder on both sides. You're my number one guy. You know, you're number one guy.
Yes.
You were my number two. Now
Well, as soon as you said Jack Napier, I was like, I know what he's about to say.
I know. It's,
it's a horrible thing.
Let's look at this touchdown. See how smooth this was right here.
All right, so Holly's going to drive. He gets the pressure up the middle. I think they called the blitz.
Now, this was the two-point conversion.
Yeah, this is a two-point conversion.
Yeah, they already had the touchdown.
He skates out to the left and then throws a nice ball over the top of the defender. And Wright just goes up, high points it. Pretty easy right there. You know, not too bad when you can maneuver the pocket and then drop a dime like that.
Yep.
That shows nice touch on the football.
All right, last 40 seconds left here in the first half.
Kick is squibbed. It is going to roll out of bounds at the 20-yard line, so they'll get it at the 35 right here.
Yeah, 35, let's go.
So the ball will go out to the 35-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for Don't Blink. And they've had two unfortunate tips.
And that's really that's where the touchdowns have been. Quick recap. Go ahead, Craig.
Yeah,
for the two touchdowns.
At their own 16-yard line, Team Don't Blink tried to throw a bubble screen, and it got tipped. It was intercepted by Keandre Wright from Swansboro High School in North Carolina, who returned for a touchdown. Then with about 49 seconds left to go in the first half, Brady Cottenham's pass was tipped and intercepted by Aiden Coates and returned 56 yards for a touchdown. So it's been a rough first half. It probably was longer than that. Probably 66 yards if we're.
Well, the one thing that I've liked about it is the perseverance to be able to keep going back and forth and throwing it.
And then you
just
hit
like
right
that,
down the seam
like
right there.
He's got it. He's doing what it takes.
Kyle Moore completes it down the seam to number 20. They get a timeout right there. And that was Angelo Smith again on the catch from Chaminade High School, or Chaminade Madonna High School. And a huge play, gets it down inside.
You can see this on our instant replay right here. Just really good throw and catch.
It's that seam route again that they had in the last drive. He's clearly down when the ball comes out.
I feel like the ball might have come out when he hit the ground.
Yes.
But I'm not, so unless your name is Des Bryant, I think you're good.
Oh,
it's throwing shade, man. It's okay.
It's not a good day to throw shade at a Cowboys fan.
Especially when they played Green Bay in that game and this game.
Yes.
So it's okay. I've already had my 1980 reminiscent in my brain. Danny White.
Ed Too Tall Jones was offsides.
I know. So I don't care that it was, nearly 43 years ago. So, man,
nobody cares.
They do.
I do.
I do, very much so. Here we go. 35 seconds remaining in the first half of play.
So Moore in the gun, bunch to his right. He's going to drop, shuffle to his right, escape the pressure.
Another flag on the play. Looks like possible holding or a takedown by number 77 on 74. Could have been a reversal in wrestling. Give him 2 points.
Get 2 points?
Yeah.
Definitely a hold.
Yeah. He went with the crossbar on the hold. Usually
sure
I pull down for the hold. He went with the crossbar, and I'm like, okay.
Give you the double axe handle.
I'm telling you. A neck crack with a figure 4. That's a double 20 where I come from.
Did you say a neck crack?
Yeah, with a figure 4.
There you go.
Yeah. All right, once again, live here from Hampton High School. Glad to have you with us. We're here for 3 games. I'm Bo McMichael with Craig Chapman. Eventually, you'll not hear my voice anymore, and I'll go back to producing. But right now, I want to make sure Craig just has some fun, and he gets to listen to me for a little bit. 65 on the sideline, 42 and 95. Say, hey, we're going to take a break here in the first half. We're going both ways.
So Empty look again for Moore. 3 to his right, 2 to his left. He steps up in the pocket, going to fire it down the seam, and it's dropped.
Right there in the middle. He threw it where nobody else was, but it was between 3 defenders, Craig.
Yeah, and if he catches that and gets back to the middle of the field, he may have something right there. I think he saw that, and he started to run before he had control of the ball. So 2nd down and 20 right here.
14-0.
Yep.
Both scores by lights out were on defensive interceptions. One of about 10 yards, the other one of about, give or take, 60 yards.
I would agree with that statement.
Literally pulled it out of my left ear based on my memory alone as an elephant. That's why I have a bunch of ribbons on my fingers.
All right, so same formation for Moore. 19 seconds left to go in the first half. Takes the snap. They are just bringing it off the edge. Tried to throw the crossing route right there. Just went through the hands.
All right, with roughly about 13 seconds, 12 seconds on the clock, and it's going to be 4th down and 20. What do you do here, Craig?
Punt.
We haven't really seen a punt all game, correct?
That is true.
Okay.
I do not believe they're going to punt.
No, I don't think so either.
Whatever I do right here, I'm not throwing the ball to the sideline. I'm going to try to hit it right in that gigantic opening in the middle of the field and hope I can make someone miss and get to the end zone. I don't want to throw it to the sideline right here because they're going to be playing the sideline. Moore takes a snap, drops.
I get those shoulders squared, and he could not do it. 55 came in with 50. Great job.
The 55 is Kobe Williams from Brookwood High School in Georgia.
Man, he is having fun with that offensive tackle. He is getting around the corner, and just like that, the end of the quarter buzzer sounds, and we're going to halftime here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Bo McMichael with Craig Chapman. Y'all stay with us. We'll be right back and give or take about 5 minutes before we get started. Thank you so much for joining us here at Hampton High School. Halftime is afoot. right, ladies and gentlemen, they only put 6 minutes on the clock, and they said, hey, let's have some fun and let's get this thing started. Once again, welcome everybody to Hampton High School. I'm Bo McMichael with Craig Chapman here. Don't blink and lights out, ready to go. Getting started, set it for the second half. I want to show a little bit of halftime stats. What would be your overall thought, Craig, of the first half? If somebody was asking you, is turnovers a key? Your overall thoughts?
Yeah, absolutely. Turnovers are a key. You got the 2 touchdowns on the board, both of them from turnovers.
Right.
So you've had 3 turnovers for one team and 2 for the other. But if you look at the lights out stats, the 79 rush yards and the 55 pass yards, they have moved the football when they've had it. But when they've gotten into the red zone, they've had the interception in the end zone. You had the fumbled lateral that took them out of a scoring opportunity. But other than that, their offense has been really good from 20 to 20.
All right, well, let's have a chance to talk a little bit about former players. J.J. McCarthy, a little bit of information about him. There you can see him right there. Number 2. And number 9 for Michigan. Just threw it outside right there. Was throwing the rock around. Back in the day, I love our technology and how far we've advanced. So I can only say that in a positive way.
I can remember that day at McEachern being extremely cold.
It was. Anybody that was filming from the end zone really didn't like me as an employer at that point. Deep pass, nice touch.
Yeah, I mean, it's,
Freshman Showcase 2018. 2018, not 2018, sorry.
There you can see his escapability. He showed that some on Monday night in the national championship game.
Yeah, definitely very nice across the board. The next big question is, how much do you want to see this highlight, Craig, of number 65? Are you locked in on this?
Yeah, let's do it.
You want to do it, man?
I do. Let's go.
I have that feeling you're like, hey, this could be very entertaining to watch. And let's see just a couple little things of number 65, Jake. Outside tackle right there.
That's old Hildebrand.
Located where? In Arizona?
Basha High School in Arizona.
Man, he outside, once again, tackle-wise. So you feel like, based on what we're seeing right now, he's playing
offensive tackle.
Right tackle.
And mauling people.
Yes. From a defensive end perspective.
That's impressive right there.
That old-fashioned huddle focus.
Yeah.
Nice pass. Oh, this is our first time we get to see him, possibly on defense. Nope.
No, he
still
was on
on
offense right there. Hello, the safety.
Yeah, it's called the second level. Now we get to see him. Yeah. Well, it'll be very interesting to follow his journey.
Yeah, I mean.
And to see where he is overall-wise. It's going to be very interesting as time goes on. Well, let's get ready for the well, I know. I can. Wouldn't you like it just to put it in your back pocket and save it for later? Yeah, that's a big tackle. And just to be a freshman?
Well, the funny thing is we got a guy at our school that's very similar in height to Mr. Hildebrand. He just doesn't weigh 285.
No.
He's going to end up being a very big-time player in the
chicken farm, man. As much protein you get him, as much as possible.
We're about to invest in peanut butter and jelly, and he's going to eat peanut butter and jelly all day.
As long as you're not allergic to peanuts, isn't that right? Mm-hmm.
That is correct.
Yep. All right, third quarter on the shift, 10 minutes on the clock. Let's have some football fun here. Once again, welcome everybody to the National High School Showcase located in Hampton, Georgia. Hampton High School football hotbed. Hashtag it's a
hotbed world.
Yeah, just hashtag hotbed world, Bo. I always say it's just hotbed world. All right.
Morgan with the onside kick, and it'll be recovered at the 50.
Don't blink. Kicking it off to the light. No, lights out.
Lights
clicking
out.
Off to don't blink. All right.
So you get the onside kick. It was recovered by number 54, Mason Harmon from Smith Station High School in Alabama.
All right, and away we go. Thank you for all who is on site right now. Appreciate you taking your time here on a Monday. That would be Robert Reed, Bobby Brandt, Robbie Bryant, Raven Buchanan, Dorian Johnson, and Joey Russo. Thank you so much for being a part of the Score 58 family.
They're going to have to call timeout because they don't have enough offensive linemen on the field.
They're figuring it out. Here in the studio, hats off to Jennifer Colbert, Teddy Robinson. In the crib, Craig Chapman, thank you so much. And to be continued with Adam Collins. Glad to have you with us here in the Studio 58 crew as well.
So we have a new left tackle in the game. Shotgun, two back look. And a nice inside give right there and a gain of 6. Bring up 2nd down and 4. They're going to be right back on the football.
Well, they got 14 points to make up, man. Let's go.
That was Aiden Adams from DeQuan High School in Illinois. Moore takes the snap. Same play. Going to try to cut it back inside. Nice job of finishing the run right there.
Trying to get some extra yardage, lights out. Really gang tackling right there.
Yep.
I mean, we're talking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hats on the ball.
Gain of 1. It'll bring up 3rd down and 3.
Once again, after this, we have the 2026 game.
And then the 2025 game.
I know 2025 is going to be very exciting. I love to see what the seniors to be, the juniors, will have to offer because they have a little bit more of a kind of a push in their mind. They're trying to really lay claim to that senior year and get this thing started on a right note.
So now in this 3rd and 3, looks like they've gotten all their linemen back on the field now. They played 2 plays with a wide receiver playing left tackle. Moore in the gun, takes the snap. Going to throw that little inside hitch route. Be down to the 39-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. Oh, well, the referee gave me a okey doke. He threw up 1 finger and then 4 fingers, so we'll see how they call this.
As long as they didn't throw up, there we go.
The deuces.
Yep.
So it is a 1st down.
I would say that this roster for the class of 2027 is probably the most diverse roster from state perspective.
Well, you've got Illinois, Florida, South Carolina,
Georgia,
yeah,
Alabama, Connecticut, Arizona, New York, yeah, Tennessee and Delaware, and even Carolina. Could be north or south, the bottom line.
He didn't want to make the denotion.
No,
I'm
he's
from
just part
Carolina, man.
I'm from Carolina. We merged back in the 1700s. Everything's good.
Ooh, little outside handoff right there on the stretch play. Gain 4. It'll bring up 2nd down and 6. Right now, pretty good drive right here for Don't Blink. And as you stated, they need it.
They definitely need to be able to put that a good, just for their own sake, to get themselves ready for the 4th quarter, but also both drives ended in interceptions and reverse. You talk about, and one team that you would think that's tired or should be tired on defense.
Lights out.
They would be. You know, you're giving up possessions. And we really haven't seen, you know, when we're looking at stats, and we'll go back to this right here, you know, they have a good steady stat. 79 yards rushing, 55 yards passing from lights out.
Yeah, and they've had some long drives, but they've also had the chance to start a couple of drives at midfield because of turnover on downs. So
this is probably the best drive we've seen from Don't Blink all day long.
Going to fake it. Moore's going to keep it.
And he's not. Nice run. Nice run.
Going to be inside the 30 down to the 26-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Tell them you can only rush 5. Don't rush 6, rush 5. They'll throw a penalty on you. So they move the chains. It'll be 1st and 10. Ball is down at the 26-yard line. And Don't Blink getting close to their first trip into the Score 58 orange zone here. But nice drive to start the 2nd half right here. Kyle Moore in the gun.
Almost another pick.
Oh, yeah.
But great catch and
job.
run.
And he will be inside the Score 58 orange zone. All the way down to the 8-yard line is number 25. And that is Sawyer Talbot from Northside High School. So Moore been on target here to start the third quarter. And you have Don't Blink all the way down to the 8, trying to make this a one-score game.
And if you're sitting there lights out and you really haven't been able to push the ball across in the goal, this is a good. I always like to think about the first drive of the second half, how those important 4 or 5 minutes are. Are you able to kind of get a rhythm going and get things set?
Moore coming to the middle of the field, wide open, touchdown. Pass caught by number 15. That'll be Ryan Mathis from Hialeah High School in Florida, and it is 14-6. And we have ourselves a football game now, and you can't be any more wide open than that. That was an obvious coverage communication bust right there. You had a receiver going out and a receiver coming in, and everybody chased the out route. So Moore leads them down on a 50-yard drive, gets the touchdown pass of 8 yards, and a pretty important point after attempt right here. So 2-point conversion attempt.
Looks like Don't Blink is preparing to go for 2 points.
That's pretty impressive when you've been at, have had 2 days of practice. We're getting a timeout right here.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
So it'll be a timeout right here for Don't Blink, setting up this 2-point conversion play. And if you're lights out right here, you got to be thinking, all right, we got to answer now. They just took up half the third quarter and scored. We've got to make an answer when we get the football back. We don't want to give them, they've already got the touchdown right here.
And this, you look at the 2 throwing plays. Now, this happened before the first half, the first half, but it's showing what they can do in this situation. This right here is great run, great vision by the quarterback.
And a great job of blocking it down the field.
To get themselves set up for the touchdown.
Look at everybody chase the out right here. On the running back is running a flare.
Oh, they're thinking that's where it's going.
Yep. And everybody is moving to their left. And you just get the, Ryan Mathis just sliding into the middle of the field. And he could have thrown it to Mathis or to the other receiver coming into the middle of the field. He had both of them open. Everybody was chasing the running back on the flare. So 2-point conversion attempt right here for Don't Blink, trailing 14-6. It always makes me laugh when you call a timeout, tell them what the play is going to be. And there goes Moore. He's going to walk in right there. That's really nice. They ran that play twice, and they executed it perfectly both times.
One to the left and one to the right.
Yep, and it's 14-8. And the game has kind of changed right here. That's the first offensive touchdown of the game. So, Don't Blink gets in the end zone, gets the 2-point conversion. It's a 6-point game. And Lights Out's got to be trying to figure out a way on the other sideline to get themselves in the end zone.
How you like that score summary right there?
There you go, drive summary. 7 plays, 3 first downs, 50 total yards, 4 rushing attempts for 20 yards, 3 pass completed for 50 yards. Okay. The outcome is a touchdown.
We'll work on those stats. don't. It's good.
No, I was sitting there like.
You did the math in your head.
I was like, hey, okay.
That didn't match up.
The math is not mathing.
No, it's all right. We'll get it squared.
Telling them to watch the onside kick, and I would be telling them the same thing.
It was total 50 yards.
Yes.
20 of it was rushing. 30 of it was passing.
There it is.
There we go. They were quarterback was 3 for 3 during that, which
pretty
is
efficient.
Awesome. Very much. 4 runs for 20, and we get a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Bam, bam. I like that.
As long as you didn't say bang, bang, we're
nope. Good. Bam, bam. But yet you said it, so I'm not saying anything. Not making no comments about nothing. Live here from Hampton High School. Glad to have everybody with us.
Been a really nice event so far put on by
Football Hotbed. Yeah. Hashtag it's Hotbed World.
Hashtag Hotbed World.
Stop saying it's. I mean, goodness gracious, you got to listen to me, Bo.
I know.
Hotbed World. I know. I got to do better every day of my. It's not. It's just a Hotbed World. Hotbed World. Hashtag Hotbed World. 6 minutes and some change left on the clock.
So Max Reed to kick off right here, and it is a little pooch kick, and it almost
ricocheted off.
Yes.
Did what it needed to do right there.
Guess who recovered that? Jake Hildebrand recovered that. They were like, we saw him up there. They were like, kick it to 65. They were like, no, coach.
And I understand, and I can only imagine his growth over the next 3 years. And we had a chance to really look at his highlights out of Basha High School out of Arizona. And he does play defense, but is he playing defense today because his main claim to fame is offense, and he's a right tackle? He's a big drink of water to be a right tackle, which is wonderful. If you're looking at that from a collegiate perspective, let alone a professional perspective.
Well, you do me a favor right here. You watch him on this play, because I can't watch just him.
No, I'll pay attention.
Watch him on this play.
Yep.
So it's 14-8 right now. Lights Out has the ball. Ball at their own 45-yard line. Howell back in at Holly back in at quarterback. Robinson to his right. Everybody moves.
Except number 60. No, I'm just joking, man.
That is a false start.
From the whole team.
They would say false start on everybody but the center. But that was all the skill position players. The quarterback, the running back, all the receivers. The only people that had it right were the linemen. That just goes to show you, we always talk about who the smartest people on the field are. So, 1st and 15 now. Ball is back at the 40 of Lights Out. Holly and Robinson in the backfield. Robinson flanks Holly to the right. Holly's going to sprint. Going to make a little throw to the out, and it's going to be incomplete. Pass intended for Keandre Wright. 2nd down and 15 now. And, you know, the thing that's impressive about this, these guys are playing in a no-huddle offense, so you're not telling everybody what to do on every snap, which means that they know what they're doing. So, pretty good. Uh-oh. Now it's 2nd and 20. And what we didn't see in the first half, we've seen a little bit of, to start the 3rd quarter, some pre-snap penalties. We had a couple of, you know, illegal formation penalties, but nothing like this. So 2nd down and 20. Trips to the right. Single wide receiver to the left. Robinson moves to the left to flank Holly. There's the snap. There's a give to Robinson. Oh, Holly keeps it. He had everybody fooled. He has run out of bounds rudely up there by number 15, Ryan Mathis, who just caught the touchdown pass. Gain of about 9 on the play. It'll bring up 3rd down 11. So a nice job right there by Landon Holly on the zone read to pick up 9 and get it back into a, even though it's a 3rd and long, it's not 3rd and 20. So we've seen 3rd and 8, 3rd and 7 converted today. Same formation. They're going to check the sideline again. Get the play call. Robinson flips to the left of Holly. There's the snap. Holly's going to take it, throw it out. It's going to be caught at the 48-yard line. Nice catch right there, again, by Brock Morgan. So it'll be 4th down and 2, I think. 4th and 2, 4th and 3, somewhere around in there. Trips to the left of Holly. Robinson to his left. There's the snap. They're going to give it to Robinson right here. He's going to turn the corner.
I like that.
And
Good drive.
He's going to get met at the 46-yard line, and he will not get the 1st down.
I'm enjoying this defense on both sides of the ball. They're wrapping up, and nobody's afraid to hit right there. That's a big 4th down turnover on downs right there, Craig.
And lights out gets turned away a yard short of the 1st down, so don't blink. We'll take over right here with 4:40 to go in the 3rd quarter, trailing by 6, and with all the momentum right now. So the 2 penalties on that drive right there hurt Lights Out because they did a nice job. It was 2nd and 20, and you get stopped a yard short of the 1st down. So 1st and 10, ball is at the 46-yard line of Don't Blink.
4 minutes remaining in the clock right now. 14-8. How important is this drive for Don't Blink?
Well, I mean, you've got great field position right here, so it would be a really, really big thing to capitalize on it. They've gone back to Cottingham at quarterback. He's going to hand it to Smith, who makes a move.
He's got some moves, ladies and gentlemen.
But a great tackle out there.
Flag on the play.
And that's Keandre Wright with a huge tackle. I think we're going to get a holding.
All right.
And we do get, there you go, double arm bar holding.
Yes, I mean, figure four. It's got to be called here eventually. Speaking of figure four, we're going to bring in our main wrestler of the night. A lot of people call him Macho Man. I just call him Too Sexy. Bringing in Adam Collins, number 79, to the nice broadcast here on Score 58 Network. Football hotbed, #HotBedWorld. Adam, how you doing today, sir?
I'm great, man. How are you?
Great, man. Gave you some updates, man. We're in the middle of the 3rd quarter. You and Craig take it away. I'm going to get ready for this next game at 1 o'clock and at 3 o'clock. Once again, glad to have everybody here at the National High School Showcase here in Hampton, Georgia. Bo McMichael, Craig Chapman, and Adam Collins on the call.
Hey, Coach, how you doing?
I'm great, man. Yourself?
I'm great. So Don't Blink with the ball. You got Brady Cottingham in quarterback. They've played the whole game basically in an empty formation. So after having the touchdown last time, Cottingham's going to try to throw out. Oh, nice catch out there by Mathis. Makes a man miss.
I mean, he made the absolute most out of that.
Yes, absolutely.
Because I was like, that's fixed to get blown up.
And what we've seen the first 2 nights, last night's game and today's game, the skill position players on the field for all of these teams have been exceptionally good and made some outstanding plays. And it's been a really the whole operation on offense has been really good. We've seen lots of big plays. Had lots of points scored, Coach. Last night was 31-21. And we're sitting right here at 14-8, but you've had some pretty good offensive drives that just haven't ended in points in the red zone. So Cottingham in the gun, 3 to his left, 2 to his right. Going to fire the hitch out again, and it's going to be a little bit high and incomplete pass intended for Samaje Anderson from Marietta High School.
Good job right there by Quentin Robinson to break that up.
It'll bring up 3rd down and 15. And if it's 3rd and 15, I'm looking right down the seam to the left, which is where they've gone all day today.
Well, I imagine they'll deliver again.
They've also like to throw the ball to number 20, Angelo Smith, and he's sitting in the right slot right here. Next to him is Sawyer Talbot from Northside High School. Get a little hand signal right there for Talbot. Cottingham in the gun, 3 to his left, 2 to the right. He drops. There's the seam, and there's the pick. And that is the 3rd interception of the game. First one that wasn't tipped. Pass intercepted by number 12, Virgil Lemons from St. Thomas Aquinas High School in Florida. We got people laying down all over the field right now.
Yeah, I really thought he had a chance right there to go to the house because he started moving. I think if he had broke back out right again, he probably would have gotten home.
Yeah, it would have been an interesting thing. So here's the replay. You see Cottingham is going to try to take the shot down the middle of the field. He overthrows the seam, and it's triple covered right there.
Well, there was really nowhere to go. The 2 receivers on the bottom side right there, or I guess the top side on your TV,
got together.
Were on top of one another, and like I would have been apprehensive to throw there. I think somebody zigged where they should have zagged on that one, because it seemed like they would have, if you had run some sort of smash concept on that side, or any kind of underneath route would have been open.
Yeah.
Underneath to the outside, I'm saying.
So we're in the class of 2027 National High School Showcase. Football hotbed, hashtag HOTBEDWORLD. And, you know, what if we've had 2 games and we've had 2 pretty cleanly played games. Pretty exciting games, and we're sitting right here at a 14-8 game. We got about 2 minutes and 24 seconds to go in the third quarter. And that's number 55 for lights out.
It's Kobe Williams trying to get off the field right there.
Kobe had a huge sack at the end of the first half. He's out of Brookwood High School in the great state of Georgia. Coach, we got people from everywhere. Illinois, South Carolina, Florida.
Connecticut.
Yep, New York, Arizona. Wait till you see the dude from Arizona.
Delaware.
Just watch the right tackle, Coach. The right tackle. His name is Jake Hildebrand.
He looks like a big cat.
He is 6'6", 285 pounds. So, Landon Holly in the gun. Quentin Robinson to his right. Doubles look for lights out. Give it to Robinson. He cuts it back in the middle of the field, cuts it back again. Gets run over by the referee.
Nice play there by the official.
Hear the
Looked like number 5 came in. Quentin Robinson and cleaned it up at the end there. I apologize. I think he was trying to get a hat on the ref.
So Robinson on the carry. Gets it down to the 21. 1st and 10 again for lights out. They're going to give it no. Holly keeps it on the zone read. And okay. He gets it down to the 18, which will be a gain of 3.
That's pretty good right there. I mean, looked like number 54, Mason Harmon, got him out of Smith Station High School in Alabama.
Lights out enters the score 58 orange zone. And they've been there a lot today. They have yet to enter the end zone offensively, though. And it has been one of those things that has been really interesting to watch. They've done a good job moving the football. But if I'm right here, I'm looking at Brock Morgan, number 42 down here. He is singled up in coverage. And they've tried to go to him a lot today. And they're going to try to go to him again right here. And that was just great defense right there.
I mean, really good job.
That's number 20 again.
Right there playing the ball. That's Angelo Smith.
Angelo Smith got a great jam. Just an outstanding jam on Brock Morgan. He couldn't get away from it. Holly tried to throw the fade route to the end zone, and he just jammed him up and then just wouldn't play the ball, Coach.
Yeah, really good job right there. Just kind of pinned the receiver, and he became the receiver. Well, that's the end of 3 right there with lights out up 14-8. We're approaching the 4th quarter here in this 2027 football hotbed showcase.
So far, it's been a really, really fun game to watch. Every time you think that lights out's about to put the game away, Don't Blink makes a play. You know, we're sitting at looking at the third quarter stats right here. Score is 14-8, but if you look at the stats, lights out 106 rushing, 63 passing for 169 to 3 turnovers. Gigantic, because this game could be out of hand if it weren't for the turnovers. And then, you know, Don't Blink's not even trying to run the football. They're throwing this thing. They got 16 rush yards, 105 pass yards for 121 total, but the 4 turnovers, 2 of those directly lead to touchdowns, which is why we have a 14-8 score right here.
Well, we talk all the time about, you know, you and I do a lot of games, especially all-star type stuff, and, you know, it's so hard to keep the ball secure because of the inability to build chemistry quick enough You know, that, and you've also got guys doing their best to make a play, and we both know sometimes that'll cost you.
Oh, here we go. Moore is going to try to go up top to Mathis. It's caught down at the 45-yard line. Moore to Mathis. The last time Moore was in the game ended up being a touchdown. Mathis with a little stutter and go on the right sideline right there. Does a nice job of playing the football and gets both feet in, so that would have been good on any level.
He gets shoved out of bounds by number 12, Virgil Lemons, out of St. Thomas Aquinas.
Lemons has had an interception today. A couple of big plays on the offensive side, too. So, 1st and 10, ball's at the 45. Kai Moore in the gun. Going to throw the slant. It's caught again by Mathis.
Play made again by Lemons.
Yep, and both of them are a little bit worse for wear. That's got to be, that's a great job. I'm hoping that's just a stinger, Coach.
Yeah, I mean, it's sometimes when it's hard to tell because, you know, you're doing that personal inventory and your shoulder hurts so bad.
Yep, it does.
And you give it a minute and it just goes away. Yeah, from the looks of things, that's what it was. But it is rather unpleasant.
There's the replay right here. There you see Mathis with a little stutter down at the bottom. Moore gets outside, throws it up into the outside right here, away from the defender. Mathis gets both feet in, secures the catch, first down, and don't blink. Down inside the 40 of lights out right here, trying to tie the game up with a touchdown and a chance to take the lead with the two-point conversion. And it appears as though they have decided that the clock will run in the fourth quarter. So we had a 12-minute first quarter.
My goodness.
I mean, they didn't stop the clock for anything. They ran that joker the whole quarter. So Moore in, 3 to his left, 2 to the right. Now they motion. Angelo Smith is back in the backfield. They bring the motion back. They hand it off, and that is Angelo Smith turning the corner. He's going to be taken out of bounds at the 15 or 14-yard line.
I like the distraction.
Yep. And
I like the running back coming in and circling back out away from where you want to go. I thought that was really nice.
Don't Blink has now entered the score 58 orange zone. They have 1st and 10, balls at the 14-yard line, and there's a chance right here. This has been, you know, an outstanding, you know, drive right here after the interception. We're looking at an 80-yard drive right here, Coach.
And so much of offense is getting the defense's eyes in the wrong place.
Same play. Give to Smith again. He cuts it back at the 10, 5. Going to be down at the 1.
He's shifty.
It'll be 1st and goal. Ball will be at the 1-yard line.
Look like Quentin Robinson, number 5, and number 42, Brock Morgan, in there on that play. 4 lights out.
We've gone under 7 minutes here in the fourth quarter. And you're going to get a timeout right here from Don't Blink as they got it 1st and goal at the 1. Want to make sure they got the right play call in here, Coach. It's a huge part of the game.
Yeah, I would venture a guess that they're going to run this ball again. I sure would.
Here's your replay on the screen. You get the eye candy motion right there. Just a little inside zone play.
But it's just enough to get the linebackers leaning the other way, and sometimes that's all you need if you've got a back like that.
And they come back and run it again the next play. This time, instead of taking it play side, he cuts it back. And then when he gets right there, he just decides he's going to the end zone.
Well, they did a great job right there. When you're running the zone, you need to look at that nose guard and see what's happening.
There goes the quarterback sneak. Oh, he fumbled. They fumbled into the end zone. Ball is recovered by number 12, Virgil Lemons from St. Thomas Aquinas.
He's having a good day. Well, that's the thing is if you're not used to having to sneak from right there.
And they haven't been under center all day.
That's tough. And, you know, again, we're talking about ball security. That center quarterback exchange is such a big deal, especially if you don't have kids who are used to working with one another. And you've only got so many practices to kind of get this ironed out.
They had 2, Coach.
Okay, that's, you know, I've never had to work under you know, that short a time span. But
They had 2 practices, and they were 1-hour practices, Coach.
I can tell you right now that, you know, these teams that are able to have a quarterback and center from the same school,
Yep.
you know, you're going to avoid a lot of this.
Landon Holly back in for lights out as they take over 1st and 10 at their own 20 after the touchback in the end zone. He'll be flanked to his right by number 40, Aiden Coates. Coach takes the snap and just splits up the middle of the field for 12 and a first down.
Almost looked like that Holly wanted to pull that.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, number 40 has got some jets, Coach. He's had a couple of runs today that are just special runs.
Well, I saw him hit that kind of fast.
He's from Silver Bluff High School in South Carolina. All right, so trips to the right of Holly. He's going to pull it, cut it up the middle. Gain of about 7 is going to bring up 2nd down and 3.
You know, that wasn't a huge run, but it's so important to make them honor the quarterback, you know.
Yeah, and right now they're doing what they want to do. They've gotten the clock under 5 minutes right here. You know, you got a 6-point lead.
Chance to salt this thing away.
Yes, sir. Robinson back in the game. He's on the left-hand side of Holly. Doubles look for lights out. Robinson moves back to the pistol. This was a trap in the first part of the game. It is a trap in this part of the game, and they did not get the big man blocked right there. Number 74. Is that 74?
It's hard.
Oh, number 9. I think it may be number 94. Giovanni Garner from St. Thomas Aquinas.
Yeah, he blew through there like that was nothing.
And it'll be a timeout right here for lights out on this 3rd down and 8. And, you know, they've got to be sitting here thinking, if we get a first down right here,
yeah,
we can kind of run this down, make them use their timeouts. 2 first downs probably wins us the game. So a huge, huge, huge down right here. You know, the call is going to be important. And if you look at, Coach, got this sheet. I want to break this down for you. All right. The National High School Showcase schedule. They had to cancel everything on Friday due to weather. So on Saturday at noon, they arrived at Georgia Tech. The freshmen practiced at 2. The sophomores practiced at 4. The juniors practiced at 6. On Sunday, they were at Jacksonville State. The freshmen practiced at 3. The sophomores practiced at 4. The juniors practiced at 5. Today, they got an 11, a 1, and a 3. They had, you know, these practices. They also had classroom time. They also had some, you know, instruction on how to deal with certain aspects of the recruiting and media. So it's been a full, you know, weekend event, even if Friday was kind of a washout. So
yeah, Friday had the potential to be kind of ugly.
Yeah.
But it's really South Georgia that kind of took it a little bit.
Yep. So 3rd and 8, they're going to snap it, run the quarterback sweep right here, get it to the 40-yard line.
They got away with a tackle over there on the left side. I'd have been in somebody's ear about that one.
So this is going to be an interesting call.
Oh.
No, they did get away with it. There's the penalty. And, Coach, you can't blitz. you cannot blitz. There are no restrictions on the offense, but you cannot blitz. So it's going to bring up 3rd down and 18 now. You got 10-minute quarters, no blitz on defense, live kicking game. And I did hear the referee tell him you could send 5. So,
Okay.
We've got Brock Morgan in at quarterback. He's going to drop. He is going to fire this thing deep. And it is going to be incomplete. So they're going to be it's going to bring up a putting scenario right here. We haven't seen one all game. This will be the first punt of the game.
Scariest playing football.
There's 2 minutes and 35 seconds left.
Because at least with kickoff, they can't block the kickoff.
Well, if the snap is good, they can't rush. Which means if they roll the snap back there, it's live. Well, yeah, they can rush too, but they have to stay outside.
No, we don't have time for that. Just kick it off. Just let them kick it. Andrew, please. We can punt the ball. They play all play parts.
So they're running the clock right here.
No blitz. Let him kick it. When he kick it, you can run. No.
There's a snap.
Go.
Ball is kicked. And now the return is live. And got the edge over there.
Defense go. Defense go.
And it is going to be one heck of a finish right here. Ball was returned by number 40. That would be Kamari Dorsey from Hampton High School.
Like Brock Morgan made the play, number 42.
He did. He punted it and made the tackle.
Yeah, I tell you what, with the way the rules are set up, I think I would catch the snap, 1 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000, 4 1,000, and then kick it. Give my coverage team a chance to get downfield a little bit.
So, 1st down and 10. The ball is at the 26-yard line right here. Clock is rolling at 2 minutes. Moore is going to take it, throw the slant. Ball is caught. That's going to be a touchdown. Touchdown, number 25, Sawyer Talbot from Northside High School, and we have a tie football game, 14-all. So interesting, very, very interesting. Now the last 2-point conversion play, Coach, they lined up, sent a guy in motion. Quarterback turned around and faked it to him and kept it on the quarterback, keep the opposite way and scored. Here's your replay. You see Moore just right there, just throwing a slant, and the safety gets over the top of the slant too much and opens up the middle of the field, and he catches it in stride and scores. Just a nice throw and catch between Moore and Talbot right there. And so now, for a chance to win the game right here with 1 minute and 47 seconds left, you got Angelo Smith. And here comes that wraparound motion. And he's going to flip it out in the flat. And he's going to get in.
I thought he was going to go down, but he stayed up.
Oh, I want to see the definite replay on that. Wow. You get a holding penalty on the 2-point conversion. So now, so if I am right here, if I don't blink, I come right back and throw the slant route again.
Yeah, absolutely.
That was close. That was really close right there. I think he kept the left leg up off the ground, but that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, had he not made contact, he would have fallen.
Yep. So
not that it was of any consequence because of the hold calls, though. But
yeah. don't have enough people on the field right now because everybody thought the play was over. So there we go. 2-point conversion to try again from the 13 right here. Moore's going to throw the fade to the corner of the end zone.
Has a chance to. Oh.
No, I thought he was going to fall in his lap right there. And it's broken up by number 8, Keandre Wright. Wright has a touchdown today. Coates has a touchdown today. Both of them on interception returns, Coach.
Yikes.
So we got 14-14, 1:39 to go here in the fourth quarter. And this right here will be the most interesting play because the kickoff game has been interesting, to say the least. But you get the huge punt return, then you get the 26-yard touchdown pass, and now if you're lights out, you've led since early in the second quarter. So now you've got to figure out a way to generate some offense and get the ball into the end zone, which you haven't done yet today offensively. So the kickoff game this is the reason why this is interesting, coaches, because nobody has kicked the ball deep.
I guess everybody's scared of the big return.
I wonder why they're lining up at the 50 because
They can't find the tee.
they don't have one. Max Reed is going to kick it off for Don't Blink in this tie game.
Okay, little onside kick right there. Had a chance.
Yeah, ball was recovered by number 99 for lights out. That's Mekhi Corbin from Red Line Christian Academy in Delaware.
Huh.
And because they kicked it like that, it is let's just say, a short field right here for lights out. So tied at 14, lights out gets the ball.
It's got a minute 47. You got 3 timeouts.
So this is interesting. Like we're having whose football is what. So Robinson and Holly in the backfield together. Number 55, Kobe Williams, wide to the left, trips to the right. There's the snap. Right down the middle of the field.
Oh.
Yes. He has Keandre Wright right there.
He just didn't see him.
Well, I think he thought he was going to carry it up the seam, and Wright bent it into the middle of the field.
And there was nobody there.
Not a soul. So second down and 10 right here. Ball is at the 48-yard line of Don't Blink. And it'll be interesting to see if they go back to that, because one thing I've noticed about the way everything's been done, the middle of the field has been screaming wide open all day today. Going down the sideline,
Almost picked off.
Almost picked off and almost mistimed the jump and let Brock Morgan get behind the secondary for a touchdown. But it's now third down, Coach. Third down, ball is at the 48. Might be one of those times to run some, some of that, eye candy motion right here and throw a slant on the backside or something like that. Get Robinson.
Yeah, right here, you just need to get a first down.
Yeah, you got to start thinking about that. You don't want to punt again. You saw what happened on the last punt. Holly takes the snap. Right in the middle of the field. Ball is tipped.
Good play right there defensively by number 7, Aiden Adams, out of DeQuan High School in Illinois.
Yep.
a long way from home.
Yes, yes it is. So it's 4th and 10 right here. Ball still at the 48.
Although I think Arizona takes cake.
I agree.
Jake Hildebrand. That's a pretty solid car ride.
That's a long way, Coach. That is a long way. Solid car ride, you say?
Yeah, that's a solid car ride.
Seems like it might be something we've almost experienced.
Yeah, you can make New York probably about 16 hours. Never been to Arizona in the car.
No thanks. Holly going to throw this thing deep.
And good pressure right there caused the interception.
Trying to get the ball to Brock Morgan, but it'll be intercepted, and that worked as good as a punt.
That was number 40 on the interception, Tyler Gendoff out of South Carolina at Legion Collegiate Academy.
Now here's the thing. This has been the way this game has gone. Lights out, had pretty good field position. They get the ball down close. One time they got it all the way down to the 1 yard line. Then there was a 16-yard interception return for a touchdown. Then there was a 60-yard interception return for a touchdown. So if you're don't blink right here, do you really want to put the ball in harm's way?
I'm going shenanigans right here. Like if I've got a trick play, it's coming out right now. In hopes we're going to get downfield, get us a big gain.
Kyle Moore's going to take it. He's going to throw it down the left sideline. That ball spun funny, and it's caught again by all the way to the 48.
That's a huge play.
And that's Sawyer Talbot again. And they're getting the ball, getting it up, getting it ready, giving it to the referee. So they're getting everything set up and ready. They start the clock back up right here. Got to snap it and go. There's the snap. Oh, he beats him around the edge right there. And it's going to be a sack.
Yeah, that's like the one thing that couldn't happen.
And you'll get a timeout right here for don't blink. There are 14 seconds left to go in the game. And I think they said that was their last timeout right there. So if you had shenanigans, Coach, this would be the time to do it. Throw it, lateral it back to somebody.
Yeah, hook and ladder or quarterback throwback or, you know, reverse pass. Yeah, I mean, that would be my message, too. Just don't let anybody
get over the top. Don't get beat deep.
Don't let anybody get behind you.
And when they throw it in front of us, tackle.
Right, we're going to go with the passing league linebacker set it like 9 yards.
So Moore in the gun. He takes the snap. He'll try to let it get downfield. He's going to take the shot. And it's knocked down right there. 6 seconds left to go in the game. So we'll get to do this one more time. Up, they run the clock, and I think we're going to get tie. So,
well,
don't blink 14, lights out 14.
That's indicative of a great matchup.
Yes. It was a fun game. That's 2 good games we've had so far in this National High School Showcase. We had the class of 2024 last night. This morning was the class of 2027. 14-14 tie. So, you know, come back and join us for the class of 2026 coming up right after this game.
And before you go anywhere, let's go ahead and get a final on stats.
Yeah, let's do that.
We got Teddy running that on that part. Might as well have a little fun in that direction. But once again, join us for the 2026 and 2025. We do have the final here, and we'll get everything kind of moving in our direction and have a little fun getting ready for this next game. It'll be about 10 minutes, won't be much time. So if you're leaving us, come back. And most importantly, when you're looking at this, Craig and Adam, what do you like about the stats? I love don't blink stats.
I mean,
you know, but I like the rushing yards on lights out. Your thoughts? Craig, go ahead.
I mean, don't blink after the early part of the game when we didn't, they didn't have much offense. They had the 2 turnovers that led to touchdowns. But about midway through the second quarter, they kind of figured it out, and they dominated the second half. You know, and if you don't have a penalty call on that 2-point conversion, they win this thing 16-14.
Yep. All right. Well, Adam and Craig, we'll be back with you very shortly. Take care out there in this crazy world. We'll get everything set for this next game. Be safe.